Can anyone confirm am I audible or not?
Yes, Kunal.
Yes, you are audible.
Okay, okay. And one person trying to call me. So is he joined? What is his name? I forgot.
Yeah, Ravi, I joined.
Okay, okay, fine. And I think recording I started just now. Okay, fine. So here we have mobile application. Mobile application want to connect with this database. Okay, from this database, this mobile application want to fetch some detail. Okay, so this is our source. This is our target. So Mulesoft will come in picture here. Mulesoft will come here. So whenever request will come from mobile application. So first it will go to Mulesoft, Mule application. In Mule application, what we will do? Will like if we want to do any kind of orchestration. Okay, if we want to do any kind of orchestration, so first we will call the Salesforce CRM. Okay, it's not mandatory to have Salesforce CRM only. There might be any other system. And it's not mandatory to have some orchestration. There might be many scenarios where you will get request from the source system. You will do required transformation and you will call the target system. Okay, let's say this is not there. You got request from the source system. You did require transformation and you call the target system. This kind of like pattern can also be there. Or some places you might be like you are getting request from the source. You have to do some orchestration. Okay, it's not only one orchestration. There can be multiple system you are calling to get more data. Here I'm just taking one example. Like we are calling once we will get request from the mobile application, we will call Salesforce CRM. From there we will get few more response and then we will have some transformation logic. Okay, and then we will call the database system. Okay, so in Mulesoft, we can do orchestration, we can do transformation, and it helps multiple heterogeneous system to communicate with each other. Hope everyone clear on this part.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So whenever we do this communication, source to target communication, so there will be data rotation. Okay, data will move from source to target, or maybe if we have intermediate system, so there also data will move. Okay, so there can be multiple format of data. Okay, so what all possible format is there? We have JSON format when we are okay. And then response part we haven't captured, so let me capture that also. That will give you more visibility. So once we are calling the system, we will get response from there. Here also, once we will call the system, we will get response. Okay, so in this use case, what we are doing, we are like, let's say we are trying to retrieve the customer information from or payment information from the database. So first we call the customer Salesforce CRM. We are getting some additional customer detail from here, and then we are doing the required transformation. We will pass that customer detail to database to get the payment detail. Okay, once we will get payment detail, then again we need to do transformation. Okay, and after transformation, we will send response back to calling system. Okay, this kind of like communication will happen. Now, whenever request will go, then request response will come. So there can be multiple format of data. Okay, so what all possible formats are there? Like number of possible format is too many, but generally we deal with few format that we will discuss. Okay, generally we work on JSON format, XML format, CSV format, text, then PDF and all. PDF, image, JPG. So these are the common format where these two format is very common. Okay, your 90% time you will work on these two format. Other format of data you will work, but not very frequently, but that will be there. Okay, so you should be, that should be in your mind, like you should know this format also. And most of the data format you have seen already, but yeah, let's discuss a bit more detail of
Ravi,
each
about
format.
we have the stringified JSON also, right? In the JSON.
Stringify, JSON, yeah, that means format wise we have too many format. Okay,
Okay.
but
So
yeah, we will discuss more common formats.
okay.
So first JSON format. Okay, in JSON format, whenever you want to capture the data, so it should be within this single inverted comma. Oh, sorry, curly braces. Sorry, not single inverted comma. JSON data should be always inside the curly braces. Okay, and whatever data we capture in the form of key value pair. Okay, so it will be in the form of key and value. Okay, what key means and what value means? Key will contain like where we are storing the data, and value will contain the data. Let's say I want to store the name. Okay, so key will be name and value will be developer guide. Then another, let's say I want to store the mobile number. I want to store the email. Okay, so for mobile number, if you want to store multiple key value pair, then it should be comma separated. So here comma will be there. So mobile will be mobile and value will be whatever value. If you want to put integer value, then it should be without double inverted comma. Okay, but if you want to put a string value, then you can see developer guide how it's inside the double inverted comma. But mobile number, let's say it's an integer, so it will be directly. Okay, then let's say I want to store the email. Okay, one more thing. Here you can see key, we are not storing inside the double inverted comma. It's up to you. It support both format. It support if you want to put name also inside double inverted comma, that will also be supported. Okay, so better to make it more simple, put key value pair both inside the double inverted comma. And you can see whenever I have next key, then I used to put comma. If we will not have, then we last one will not contain the comma. Okay, but if you have next key value pair, you must need to put comma. So email. Okay, so in this way, you can create JSON payload with key value pair. Okay, so this is the format of JSON. Now same thing I want to write in XML. Okay, so in XML, always it should have some parent tag. Here you can see in JSON, we have 3 elements, but there is no parent tag. Okay, but same thing if you want to capture in XML format, it must need to have parent tag. Okay, for this, if you want to put parent tag, then you can write this like in this way also. So what kind of detail is there? This is customer detail. Okay. Okay, so now this particular JSON data, what we have multiple elements we have, so it has one parent tag. So JSON support this format also, and you can write directly this format also. Both JSON will support both the format. But in XML, we have limitation. We must need to have parent tag. So you cannot directly write like this. Okay. Okay, first, this is the parent tag which you must need to write. So whenever you create any XML payload, it must have parent and child. This is customer detail parent. It's not parent child. You can say start and end tag. This is start tag and this is end tag. Okay. And inside that we have 3 child element. Okay. So how you will represent? So this is the parent starting and ending. And within this, we should have 3. So what is first one? First one is name. Okay. And what is the value of name? Value is developer guide. Okay, and it should be end by same name. So this is the way of writing data in XML. Okay. Second thing, what?
Sorry to interrupt.
Yes.
Ravi, are you showing anything in the screen because it is paused for me? Is
Okay,
it
no
paused for
problem.
everyone or?
Yeah, let me
Uh,
check. And can anyone confirm you can see my screen or not?
Yeah, we can
Yeah,
see.
Yeah, I
I'm
can
able
see.
to see.
Okay, so we can do 2 things. Let me stop my screen and let me share again. Or if still it will not be resolved, then you need to rejoin. Yeah, I reshared my screen. Confirm if my screen is visible.
Yes.
Okay, someone having issue, so now you can see my screen. Someone mentioned, like I'm not sure. Is this Madhu?
no, not yet. My net is slow, maybe. Yeah, now it is visible.
Okay. So here we have parent tag, customer detail, and inside that we have name. Okay, so name, how we are writing. So name has starting tag this, ending tag this. Okay, and within that we have value. Same, we have mobile. So this will be start and this will be end. And within that we will have value. Then after that, what we have? We have email. So email will be this. Okay. So this is the way of writing the XML payload. Let me know if anyone has any doubt.
Yeah, no need to keep inverted commas.
Inverted comma means for a string value, no.
Yes.
Yeah, and yeah, this is just on high level detailed discussion and all. Definitely we will, once we will start the learning, so we will have many payload where we will deal with the JSON and this XML data. So there we will have lots of discussion. So far, everything clear?
Clear, Ravi.
Okay. Fine. Now, so here, whenever this mobile application will make request, they will pass the either JSON data or XML data, or let's see one example of CSV data also. In CSV data, how it will looks like. So in first line, it will have all the key. And from second line onwards, it will have the data. Okay, let's say ABC. Then if you have new data, so it will have PQR. So if you will have multiple data, you will like this. But if you will have one data, it will be in single line. In this also, in JSON also, if you will have multiple data, then how you can make it? So let's say if you have multiple data, so you have to create array. Okay. For multiple data, you must need to use this. Okay. And inside this, let's say this is the first payload, and this will be again separated by comma, and this will be second payload. Okay, if you want to have multiple data, then this will be format. So this is the first payload, then separated by comma, and this is the second payload. In XML, if you have multiple, okay, then you need one more tag here. You need one parent tag again. Okay, let's deal with single data. Many people are beginner here. For them, it might be difficult. So let's understand only single payload for now. Okay, once we will start working, you will get more clarity how to deal with multiple payload. So whenever request will come in some format, either CSV, JSON, XML. Okay, then first it will go to orchestration part if needed. It's not mandatory. Many API will be there. There we don't need any orchestration. We will get request from the source. We will call the target. We will get response back. We will send back. But many places you need to do orchestration also. Whenever request will come, it will call the like target different systems to get more data, that is orchestration part. And then once we will have the response from there, then we will do the required transformation. We will call the target system, we'll get the data, and we will do required transformation again, and we'll send to calling system. And many places it will be one way. Whatever data you will just capture here. Okay, and in response you will send the success response. You will not send any information. Just you will send success in like success information. Data is inserted successfully. Two cases can be there. One is data you are inserting here. In that case, you will simply send the success response. Another case, it, it might be where you are retrieving data. So you need to pass some parameter. Based on that, you will retrieve the data and then you will send the data back to calling system. Hope everyone clear. Now, how this system will communicate with this system? How this mobile application will communicate with this Mule API. Okay, so first it will make request, but to make request, okay, to understand this thing, simply let's say I want to go on Google. Let's say I want to go on Google Map. So here you can see we have google.com/map. Okay, and then it's taking the coordinate of my location. Okay, let me take this example. So here, whenever mobile application is making request to this API, so they have to call some URL. Okay, it will make request. How it will make request to this API? So what it will do? So it's making request to this URL. So whenever mobile application will call Mule API, they have to call this kind of URL. Okay, and this is the address of this API. Okay, I just took one example. So similar way you will have. So this will be address, like address will look like of any API will have this kind of address. So what all things we will have in address? So first one you can see HTTPS. Okay, this is HTTPS. Okay, this part is known as protocol. Okay, this part what you can see here. So first part is protocol. This HTTPS is protocol. Then second part, this www.google.com. Okay, this www.google.com. This is known as domain. Okay. if you call any API, then structure will be same. So first will be protocol, then you will have domain. What is domain here? www.google.com. Okay, and domain is further divided into two parts. So I'm not sure, like if you people are from like have done a study of networking. So when like generally we used to have IP address and port address. Okay, since IP address and port address is difficult to remember, that's why this domain concept came in picture. So whenever you will deploy anything on internet, it will have some IP address and it will have some port. But those IP address and port value will be difficult to remember since that contains some numeric value. Okay, if I will say remember this google.com, you can simply remember. But if I will say to remember its IP address like 11.192.152.167, so it will be difficult for you to remember that particular big IP address. Okay, so previously like when this concept came, so we used to have IP address, but it was difficult to remember the IP address. So then there are many company they came in picture and they start providing the domain name. Okay, so what they do, whenever you make request on internet, whenever this mobile application will make request to our API, so first there will be one DNS provider. Okay, what they will do, they will take this domain name and will convert into IP address and port address. Okay, so automatically they will do that conversion. You don't need to worry. Okay, so first part is protocol, second part is domain, and domain, as I mentioned, it's further divided into two parts. One is host, another is port. Okay, and after that we have endpoint. Okay, this is the URI. Two things are there. One is URL. This complete thing is known as URL, Uniform Resource Locator. Okay, this complete thing is URL. URL. But this thing, starting from map till endpoint, this is known as URI. Okay, so this is URI and this complete thing is URL. Okay, now let's try to understand this thing using our real-time scenario. Okay, let's say I want to send one parcel to one of my friend. Okay, I want to send one parcel to one of my friend. Similarly, this mobile application want to make a request to this API, or they want to get some data, or let's say this mobile application want to send some data to database. Same way, instead of mobile application, I am here, and instead of database, my friend is there. So first thing, like it's for everyone. Everyone need to participate here to make it more interactive. So if you want to send any parcel to your friend, what all things will come in your mind? Okay, there will be few things like 2, 3 things is there. So what all things will come in mind? And here everything is based on real-time scenario only. Okay, so whatever you do, same thing we have to do in technology also.
Address. We need to select a courier service.
Yeah, correct. So that will be first point, which using that is not first point, that is one point. Like by which courier service you will make that transfer, like which courier service you will use. Yeah, that is correct. Now,
And
what
we also need to get the friend's address.
yes, so you need address of the friend. Yeah, that is also correct. Then
Contact details.
contact detail, yes, that will be part of address only. Means in address only we mention contact detail also.
Packing of the delivery.
Sorry.
Packing of the delivery.
That will be important point. How you will pack your item. So here, 3 things we have seen: address of my friend, how we will transfer, like which courier service we will select, and then how we will pack the courier. Okay, now same thing you can see here. This protocol. Okay, this protocol is nothing but which parcel service you are selecting. Okay, so whenever you want to exchange any data on internet, there are some protocols, some rules are there. Okay, so we have HTTP protocol, we have HTTPS protocol. It's kind of parcel service. Whenever you want to exchange data on internet, you must need to select this protocol. Okay, same way, whenever you want to transfer this parcel, you must need to select one parcel service. Every parcel service has their own way of working. If you will go for DTDC, they will have their own way of working. If you will go for post office, they will have their own way of working. Okay, so same way, HTTP and HTTPS are different way of data transfer on internet. Then second thing you mentioned, how you will pack your parcel. So that is nothing but that is the format. Okay, which format we will send the data? We will send in JSON or we will send in XML. So you have to decide which packing will be more suitable for your friend, and while transferring the data, while transferring your parcel should not be damaged. Okay, means in short, you want to see that parcel should be reached to your friend smoothly. There should not be any harm of the parcel. So same way, we need to select the data type, how we will send the data. We will send in XML or we will send in JSON. So target system can easily understand the data. Okay. And second thing, address. So address from here, starting from www.google.com. This complete thing is address only, which is divided into two parts. One is domain. Domain means your country and your city. And then slash map. Slash map, within that city, what is your home address? Like what is your house number? Okay, so www.google.com, that domain you can divide into your country and your city. Now it will reach to your city. So within that city, there will be many house. So which house number you want to transfer? So slash maps is the house number. So same way happen in API also. Within same application, there will be many API. So which API you want to call, you need to give API name. So slash map is API name. Okay. And within that, there are some parameter how to, like once he will reach to that home. So there will be multiple member in that home. So which member he want to transfer. So there are some filter condition. Okay. Filter condition means in that particular home, whose name is to you. Let's say whose name is something. give this parcel to that person. Okay. So that thing will come after URI. And this entire thing is known as URL. So on top of your parcel, you give complete detail with courier name, that is your URL. Everyone clear on this part?
Yes.
Yes, Ravi. Yes, Ravi.
So whenever you want to exchange data, you have to know all these things. So first thing, the purpose of Mulesoft here, whenever we want to do any kind of orchestration, whenever we want to do any kind of data exchange, we need some middleware technology. Since this middleware technology know how to connect with all this external system and how to exchange data, it know how to do orchestration, it know how to transform the data, all this thing, this middleware technology know, and it's very fast to do here. Okay, we can do same thing in Java.NET also, but development wise, there will be too much effort. But in integration technology, if you want to implement this, relatively, it will take 1/5 of other technology, other like code-based technology. Okay. Now, whenever you will publish, like whenever we will host this API on internet, it should have some address by which whoever want to call this API, they can call. So this is the URL address of the API. If someone want to call this API, this is the address. Okay, in address we will have protocol. Protocol means like whenever we do exchange on internet, it follows some rules. Okay, so protocol is nothing but it's a set of rule how data will be exchanged. So we have HTTP protocol, we have HTTPS. Then we have domain detail. Domain will contain host and port. Okay, so that detail will be here. Then we will have URI. Within that domain, there will be multiple API. Which API we want to call, that URI will help you to identify. Okay, and within that API, there will be multiple like conditions. Like there will be multiple scenarios. So which scenario you want to call, this will help you. This query parameter will help you there. And including all these things, it's called as URL. Okay. So what we will do now, we will make very simple API here. Okay. To show you all this thing, what all we did, I will make very simple API. So I will not do orchestration. I will not call any target system. Simply this API will get request from the source system. It will do some transformation and it will send response back. I will develop very simple API. It will receive request. Let me create diagram what kind of API I am going to develop. We will have mobile application. It will receive the request. It will do some transformation. Okay. And after that, it will send the response back. Okay. So this API will receive the request. It will do some transformation and it will send the response back. So what request it will receive? It will receive name of the user. And what it will do? It will add hello world in front of the username. And then it will pass to mobile application. Okay, so request will be like this. It will pass only name. So how it will be? Request will be like this. Okay, what it will do? It will add hello in front of the developer guide and it will send as a response. So how we will develop? So first thing for everyone, like, okay, I think we don't have setup also. So first thing, is there anyone who don't have AnyPoint Studio setup?
Yes, I have.
No. If anyone don't have, let me know. Then I will tell you do setup part. If everyone has, then no need to go on that part.
No, Ravi, I haven't.
Okay, so it looks like everyone has AnyPoint Studio setup. Okay, so
Ravi,
fine.
Ravi, this is
Yes.
Chaudhary. I don't have that setup.
Oh, you don't have?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. So then this example we can take tomorrow, but let's complete the setup for today. Okay, so for AnyPoint Studio setup, first thing what you need to do, you need to go to anypoint.mulesoft.com. Okay, and here you need to go to sign up option. Click on sign up. You need to provide all the detail here. Okay, let's say. And this username must be unique username. Okay. Okay. So here you need to give your full name, then email address, mobile number, company name, you can give anything. Okay. And after that, we have here username and password. So this email address, mobile number you can use and many time. Okay. To create this account, same email and mobile number you can use many time, but username must be unique every time. Okay. So after 1 month, let's say you want to create new account. So on what you need to do, you need to create new username and password. That's it. Okay, click on I agree, I accept. Okay, after that, what you need to do to install the software, you need to go to AnyPoint Studio and click on the download option. And here you have product selection. So you can select Mule and Studio, select version, take latest one. Operating system, you can select Windows. First name, you can put anything. Last name, guide, email. Okay. And then company, this all things are optional, I think. So job title, Just put any in it. That should be fine. Okay. So they will send the link on your email address. So go to your email. Okay, so here I got the link and click on the download. Okay, so here it's taking time to download. Okay, but I have already this downloaded. So better let me take you through that one. So once this will be downloaded, you need to go to that particular location and you can use many software to extract it. This will be zip file, but I will suggest to use 7-zip. Okay, many times we have seen if you will extract using other software, you will get some kind of like that code will not be extracted properly. Okay, so I will suggest to download 7-zip. And this problem I have seen with many people. Okay, so if they are using any other software to extract it, Studio is not working as expected. Okay, so better to download this 7-zip. Okay, this is very lightweight software. This download 7-zip to this software is used for unzipping the application, and then go to the location where you have downloaded your software. So here, this one I have downloaded. Okay, so do right click, go to more property, 7-zip, and extract to this. Okay, once you will click on this, it will extract the software in this particular location with this file name. Okay, so here I have already extracted this. Okay, this is the software. So what you need to do, go inside that folder and copy this folder, AnyPoint Studio. Copy this folder, okay, and go to C drive. And here you can see I have already pasted that folder here. Okay, and I changed name AnyPoint Studio 7 since I have for Mule 3 also I have Studio, that is AnyPoint Studio 6. So how I will identify which is for 6, which is for 7. I have multiple version of Studio. That's why I use this AnyPoint Studio 6 and 7. Okay, but for your case, you can simply copy paste. No need to update the name and all. Okay, it's up to you. You want to update or not. Okay. Once you will have this, double click on this, like open the folder, select this particular, and you can run directly. You can click on open and you can run as administrator. Okay, I do prefer to run as administrator, so it will have all the access. Okay, so it will have all the admin access. So that's why I do prefer this one. So I clicked on run as administrator.
Yes, Ravi, I also downloaded it, and shall we continue that sample project?
Yes, let me. Okay, so here by default it will give you one workspace, but you can create your own workspace. Okay, so what I will do, let me create. Okay, and click on launch. So for first time, you will get something like this. Okay, so click on continue to studio and you will get this blank workspace. Okay, so we will have detailed discussion of this AnyPoint Studio workspace, what all things are there. So we'll try to understand by practical way only. So first thing, we can create new project, go to file, new project, file, new and mule project. And here you need to give project name. So let's give. Okay, this application name I have given. Click on finish.
And Ravi, when we are giving the project name, we should not provide any space in the middle, right?
Your voice is not clear.
So when we are providing the project name, we should not provide any space in the middle, right?
Still your voice is not clear for me. I'm not sure. For me, your voice is not clear.
I have sent you in chat.
When we give the project, we should give any space, right? When we give the project name, okay, we should not give. Okay, that all those things like standards and all we will discuss at this moment. We are just discussing high level. Okay, all the standards and everything will come into check slowly. So here you can see we have package explorer. Okay, in package explorer, we have package name and we have related folders. We have here mule palette. In mule palette, we have all the just give me 1 minute. So this is the package explorer where we will have project name and all the folder structure. This mule palette, we will have all the component and connector. So here you can see core is there where we will get all the Mulesoft components. Okay. We will have Mulesoft component. We will have like error handling component, flow controller component, everything is here. And if you will go to add modules, so here you will get all the connectors. So what is basic difference between component and connector? So within MuleSoft application, what all things you will use to achieve the business logic, that is component, and connector we use to connect with the external system. Let's say I want to connect with database. So I need connector. I want to connect with Salesforce. Then I need connector. I want to connect with Salesforce database, JMS queue. So all these are external system. So if you want to connect with external system, then we need connectors. And if you want to achieve some business logic, then within core, we have different kind of components here. We have scopes, we have flow control, we have components, we have batch processor, all these things are there. Okay. And here you can see mule palette. Okay, this mule palette, we do all the development. Okay, so from here you need to drag and drop and you need to configure the thing. Automatically in backend code will be generated. You don't need to write the code. You just inside the message flow, you need to drag and drop the component and connector. Automatically code will be generated. Okay, and here you can see console is there. So in console, you will able to when you will run your application, when you will debug your application, you will able to see the like logs. Okay, whenever you will build, deploy your application, logs will come inside the console. Okay, that's where we will able to see here. Few more things are here that we will see slowly once we will start working on the POC project and all. So slowly you will learn many things at this moment. Just I'm sharing high level overview. Okay, so we are good for today. If anyone has any query, let me know. So in next session, we will see one small POC project. I will show you how very simple MuleSoft project we can create. Okay, and then you also need to do one very simple project, and then slowly we will start taking component and connector, and we will have detailed discussion. Yeah, let me know if anyone has any query from today's session.
Ravi, can you share the link through email? We can easy to add our calendar and join meeting.
Okay, let me do that. Yeah.
And Ravi, can you provide the